It was time for another crazy adventure. So this time, I chose to travel Brunei for 48 hours with not a single clue about what the country's about. For the past 2 weeks, I've been traveling around Malaysia, and well, it's been beautiful, but I wanted a bit of a change. And what came to my mind was Brunei. And to be honest, I don't know a single thing about this country. So for the next 48 hours, I'm going to be figuring out what really there is to do in this country. Alright, seems like the first place I'm coming across is a museum, which is probably the best place to start to learn about the country. Let's go check it out. Out of every single museum I've gone to, this is definitely the biggest, and it also has the most information, so it helps me a lot to understand what Brunei is all about. The next objective though is getting some food. I don't know if Brunei has any traditional food, but I'm going to go to a street market and figure it out. But I also don't know what street market to go to, so I'm just going to try and find one and see what's up. So whilst I was having lunch, I saw all these boats going to and from. It looks like a floating village, and I want to check it out, so I'm going to try and get on a boat. I don't know how much it is, but I guess I'll figure that out. But yeah, I'm going to go check it out, see what it's all about, and do a little bit of exploring in the local areas. Hello, how much to go across? I just want to go explore. So anywhere. Nah, just across. One? Cool. Thank you, boss. Okay. I honestly prefer traveling to these kind of places so much more than like a waterfall or anything like that, just because you can embrace really how the locals live around these areas and understand how their day of living works. So it's been really interesting, and a kid rode past me before riding his bike back from school on planks like this. You'd never get that in Australia, well at least I didn't, but it's really interesting, and it's honestly incredible seeing the way that people live around these places. Alright, so basically I just had my weirdest check-in experience. I had to wait an hour and 45 minutes just for the lady to respond to me. I've gone to a cafe in the meantime because I've just been so sick of waiting. She sends me a message saying, can you pay in PayPal? I said, no, I want to pay in cash because on Hostel World it said I could. And so I get left on red for another 15 minutes, which was really weird. And she said, okay, come by and we'll sort it out. And so as I'm paying for my coffee, and says, I want to go have dinner, so can you come soon? And I said, well, what? It just drove me insane. I was like there trying to pay for my coffee, and I was just losing it in front of these two blokes. But I just said to her that I'll be 5 minutes. It's not a long wait time. I'm trying to give some sass. And basically, I've checked in and everything. It was cheap. It was annoying, but we're here, so I'll give you a little tour. The weirdest thing is I booked a 6-bed male dorm and there's no one else in it. I'm the only one here. I'm not complaining, but just a little weird. I'll take it. It's day 2 in Brunei, and I'm gonna spend the day mainly exploring some mosques, and there is one objective though. I want to try and find the Brunei international football jersey. So that's the only task I got, but other than that, it's going to be mosque exploring. I saw a bunch from afar yesterday, so I said, why not? Let's actually go into some today. So yeah, let's go. Alright, so update is that I have no clue when the buses arrive. And I've been waiting for like 45 minutes because it's way too hot to walk in. The one thing I have remembered though, that the water taxis are pretty reliable. So I've just found a jetty. I'm gonna hope that I can just get a ride there. I'm not sure. So it's the last day of Brunei, and well, I've got a couple updates for you. I found a Brunei shirt, so I couldn't be happier. The second update is that I've got my flight at 7 p.m. and I've only got $16 to my name. So I'm gonna try and survive today on $16, which is gonna be a difficult task. Hey, it's the last day, let's have some fun. Alright, $4.50 on the breakfast. I've got $10.50 left. I don't even know how to get to the airport yet, so we'll see. Alright, I just had lunch at a restaurant. $6.80, so I'm down to about $4 now. $4 and something. But yeah, I'm just gonna make my way to the airport because I'm worried that I'll accidentally have to pay a lot more than what I think it is for the public bus. So I'm just gonna go there and then yeah, just kind of figure out the next plan, but it could just be 5 hours of sitting in an airport. Oh, who knows? Hopefully we get there. Alright, looks like I'm walking because I waited at a bus stop for like 45 minutes and not a single bus passed me. So yeah, I'm gonna do a 7k walk. Fun. I went to this hotel, or I don't even know what it is, but I walked in and I just asked, like, is there any way to get to the airport? And one of them said, yeah, I'll take you. So I'm waiting for him to get his keys, and then I think he's going to take me to the airport. Oh, I don't know what's happening.
Please always remember Brunei.
Yeah. Oh, don't worry, I will. It's very memorable after this. Thank you very much.
Yeah, no worries, Thomas. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you
Have
as
a good
well.
flight, yeah?
I really appreciate you doing this.
Enjoy your Southeast Asian tour.
Thank you.
Yeah,
You
right,
made
right.
this so much more memorable for me now. Thank you.
Anytime, yeah?
Thank you. Bye. I can't believe what just happened.
And just like that, my time in Brunei came to an end, with a hitchhiking adventure that will stick with me forever. What I'll remember most though, aren't just the places I saw, but the people I met along the way. There was the man who offered me a ride across the water on his taxi, expecting nothing in return. The woman who found my lost wallet and went out of her way to make sure it got back to me. And the stranger who insisted on driving me all the way to the airport just because he wanted to help. The food was full of flavour, the mosques were breathtaking in their beauty, but it was the quiet kindness in moments like these that left the biggest impression. Brunei might not be the loudest destination, but for me, it spoke volumes.